Hello, welcome back to Learn Economia. Let's do certain solve sample questions for UGC Net. Here you have to consider the following statements with respect to reserve currency. First of all, you have to understand that reserve currency is a currency which is held in significant quantities by governments as well as institutions as a part of their foreign exchange reserves. And this is commonly used in international transactions for commodities like oil and coal. Okay. So with this idea in your mind, read the sentences given here. The first sentence is reserve currency acts as an international pricing currency in global markets for commodities like oil and gold. The second sentence, the country whose local currency is accepted as reserve currency gets an added advantage in terms of the lower commodity rates in the international market. You have to see which of the following, which of the above mentioned statements is or are right. So by understanding the idea of reserve currency and matching the same with the sentences given here, you could be able to understand that both the sentences are right. So the right answer is option C, 1 and 2. Which of the following activities can lead to financial inclusion in India? You might be knowing the financial inclusion programs taken by the government of India in order to make the rural people, in order to make all the people in India uh, use banks for their transactions. So you have to see which of the following activities can lead to financial inclusion in India. Issuing a general purpose credit card, strictly know your customer norms, opening of bank branches in unbanked rural areas, and opening of no frills account. Right answer here is options 1, 3 and 4. That means that issuing of general purpose credit card, opening of banks branches in unbanked rural areas, and opening of no frills account. So all these things will lead to financial inclusion. Let's take currency on devaluation. I have done lots of questions with respect to devaluation. So I think the concept itself might be very clear to you right now after going through all these questions. So this question on devaluation says that, before that, let me revise the topic again and tell you what devaluation is all about. It is a deliberate downward adjustment of the value of a particular currency with respect to other currencies. This is basically done to increase your exports or reduce your imports, or for export replacing your imports, or your substitution of imports. So the right options given here are fall in domestic price, increase in domestic price, no impact on domestic price, irregular fluctuations in domestic price. So you can the question just by reading the options, you might get an idea that it is anyway about domestic price. You have to see how this devaluation would affect the domestic prices. Always be very clear that devaluation has nothing to do with domestic prices. It just deals with the foreign prices only. I mean, foreign prices in the sense that your currency's price with respect to the prices of other currencies. So it doesn't have anything to do with the domestic price. So the right answer is option C, no impact on domestic price. Next, an economy with a very low interest rate, where the economic agents expect the interest rate to rise in the future, consequently the bond prices to fall. This would cause a capital loss in the economy capital loss in the economy to go through a situation of what? Hyperinflation, double dip recession, slowdown in the economy, liquidity trap. You might be very familiar with the Keynesian theory and his idea of liquidity trap. So here the right answer is actually liquidity trap, which is a situation in which injections of cash into the private banking system by the central bank fails to lower the interest rate, and hence this will fail to stimulate the economic growth, it will fail to stimulate investment, etc. Now consider the following statement. Fiat money is a term used for gold coins. Currency deposit ratio is the proportion of total deposit commercial banking plus reserve. Which of the sentences is right? Actually, both the sentences are wrong. The right answer is neither 1 nor 2. Currency notes and coins are called fiat money, and It is not gold coin anyway. The currency deposit ratio measures the relationship between cash people have on their hand and what they have in their accounts. When the RBI wants to inject liquidity into the economy, it may adopt the following: buy government securities from bank, enter into reverse repo operations, raise cash reserve ratio, and reduce SLR. The right answer here is option B, 1 and 4 only. These are the only things that the Reserve Bank would do in order to inject liquidity into the economy. That is, it would buy government securities and it can reduce SLR. Which of the following statements are correct in regard to microfinance or microcredit? This is extended by banks to individuals is uh, record as a part of their priority sector lending. RBI has prescribed a particular model to the banks to provide microfinance. Actually, only your sentence 1 is correct. RBI doesn't have provided any type of model or prescription to banks with respect to model building or regarding microfinance or microcredit. Consider the following statements in regard to devaluation and depreciation. First of all, you have to understand the difference between the two. Devaluation happens in countries with a fixed exchange rate, and depreciation happens in countries with floating exchange rate. Okay, and now the first sentence: devaluation is an activity conducted by central government, whereas depreciation happens due to market forces. In both devaluation and depreciation, losses value against other currency in a floating currency exchange rate system. Here only sentence 1 is right, so the right answer is option A. Now, with respect to marginal standing facility, consider the following statements. It will help in reducing volatility in overnight lending rate in the interbank market. The borrowing under MSF should be over and above the statutory liquidity requirement. The right answer is only one. Option A is the right answer. So, marginal standing facility, actually it's the rate at which the scheduled bank could borrow fund from Reserve Bank. And that would be some kind of overnight transaction. Now, Basel III norms target which of the following? We know that it is something to do with banking. Here the first sentence: improve the banking sector ability to absorb shocks arising from financial and economic stress. Next, improve risk management and governance. Then strengthen banks transparency. Here all the three are right. So the right answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following will not be a part of financial inclusion? Uh, Opening education centers, opening wealth management centers by Citibank, eradication of poverty report of Khan Commission. Right answer here is 1, 2 and 4. Here eradication of poverty is actually a part of financial inclusion. All the other things are not a part of financial inclusion. Now, which of the following definitions is correct? Basis points increase in interest rate by in percentage point, repo rate at which commercial bank borrow from RBI by selling their securities. Reverse repo is the rate at which the central bank borrows funds from commercial bank, and cash reserve ratio, minimum percentage of cash deposit that bank must keep in order to bank must keep with itself. So the right answer is option C, 2 and 4. Now, which of the following grants direct credit assistance to regional rural household? Regional rural banks, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, Land Development Bank. Right answer is 1 and 3 only. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development does not grant any kind of direct credit assistance to rural. Now, in the context of Indian economy, open market operation means what? Borrowing by scheduled banks from RBI, lending by commercial banks to industry, purchase and sale of government securities, none of the above. The right answer is option option B. Answer is 3 only, purchase and sale of government securities by RBI. Now, final question: if all banks in the economy are nationalized and converted into monopoly bank, total deposit will increase, will decrease, will neither increase nor decrease, none of them. there will be no change in the total deposit. It will remain the same. So they will neither increase nor decrease. Option C is the right answer. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel for more videos, and please be a part of my Telegram group and Telegram channel to discuss your doubt. I will be providing the link of the same in the description box. Thank you.